Recently, the Supreme Court gave new life to the Biden administration's immigration policies, with an 8-1 vote. The policies, previously obstructed by a federal judge in Texas, determine the priority level for the detention of unauthorized immigrants. The ruling by the Supreme Court marks a significant triumph for the Biden administration, which has had a mixed record with immigration-related cases brought before the justices. Furthermore, the ruling has set a new precedent in curbing partisan lawsuits brought by states against federal programs. In the majority opinion written by Justice Brett M. Kavanaugh, he expressed concerns about paving the way for future objections to alleged under-enforcement of other laws such as drug, gun, or obstruction of justice laws, and hence, the court refrained from doing so. The policies introduced by the Department of Homeland Security in 2021 stipulated who among unauthorized immigrants should be arrested. The criteria were based on national security, public safety, and border security. Texas and Louisiana contested these policies, alleging that they allowed numerous immigrants with criminal histories to stay free during their case proceedings. Justice Kavanaugh clarified that the ruling was not a judgment on the legality of the administration's conduct under immigration laws, but simply stating that the challengers, Texas and Louisiana, did not have the standing to question it. The justice highlighted the role of Congress, stating that it has multiple mechanisms to scrutinize and impact such policies if it disagrees with the administration's approach. The Supreme Court ruling received a unanimous vote from Justices Clarence Thomas, Neil M. Gorsuch, and Amy Coney Barrett, albeit without the same rationale. Only Justice Samuel A. Alito Jr. opposed the majority opinion. The states claimed that the Biden administration's policy had inflicted financial harm on them due to the costs of jailing or providing social services to individuals they believed should have been arrested. Justice Kavanaugh argued that such damages were too indirect and highlighted the practical issues related to law enforcement's resource limitations. Justice Gorsuch, supported by Justices Thomas and Barrett, agreed with the majority's outcome, but followed a different logic, asserting that the courts were unable to address the state's grievances. In his dissent, Justice Alito criticized the ruling for providing excessive leeway to the executive branch. Last summer, Judge Drew B. Tipton of the Federal District Court in Victoria, Texas, blocked the guidelines at the national level. The Biden administration sought to block Judge Tipton's ruling, but their application was denied by a 5-4 vote by the Supreme Court. The majority ruling addressed only one of the three primary issues considered by the court: the state's standing to sue, the legality of the guidelines, and the consequences if the guidelines were deemed illegal. The administration defended the Department of Homeland Security's prerogative to establish priorities, considering the lack of resources to apprehend and deport all unauthorized immigrants. Lawyers representing the two states recognized the potential impact of the court's ruling on around 80,000 individuals, admitting the unavailability of sufficient facilities for detainment. This ruling may have implications for the court's 2007 decision, which forced the Bush administration to address climate change. The court's decision could affect an upcoming case on the Biden administration's plan to cancel $400 billion in student debt, giving the administration a reason to be hopeful.